Hey everyone, it's Dr. Frank DiLollo. I just wanted to share with you an analysis, the DiLollo Method and what it's all about. For those of you who have had it already, you've seen this, you've had it done. For those of you who have not, I want to just show you real quick what it's all about. So we have our patient Paul here. I'm going to establish what zone is off in his body. So any of you that have been adjusted in the past, you know that this is part of my Activator analysis. And we're going to adjust his knee first. That's what's showing up. Then we're going to go right up into his pelvis. And we're going to see which side of the pelvis is involved, which Paul has none. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go all the way up to the back of his head. Up to the back of his head, I'm going to touch 6 points on the back of his head that correlate with the 6 zones of his body. Number 1 being the glandular, 2, the eliminative system, 3, the nervous system, 4, the digestive, 5 is the muscular system, and 6 is the circulatory system, or zone. And every single cell in the body goes through those zones, every single cell in your body. So yes, the adjustment that we're giving to Paul right now is going to help with his neck problem, or his mid-back, or his lower back, arms tingling in his legs or hands, or up in his arms and his legs. All of that, yes, like muscle and skeleton-related pain. But the adjustments can go above and beyond that and affect those 6 zones that I just shared with you. So we go to the back of Paul's head. We find our landmarks. Paul, that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you know what? If it's not anything, you tell me, and then we'll dig a little bit deeper if we have to. But which one did you think it was the most?
I would say 1.
You would say 1 more than anything? All right. So let's just go back. I want you to really feel what that is. That's 1. You would say that's the one that's the most tender?
So.
All right. So we found out and established that zone number 1 is off for Paul. Zone 1 is the glandular zone. Anything and everything to do with his glands. There's 2 glands in the head. There's your glands in your throat. You've got your thyroid gland, you've got your mammillary gland, you've got your adrenal glands, you've got glands down in your stomach. Your pancreas, believe it or not, also functions as a gland. So now we are going to stimulate Paul's spinal cord in 4 major areas. Zone 1, we do an adjustment and or stimulate the spinal cord all the way down at the bottom at the tailbone. And again, for those of you who have been adjusted before, you know that we use the Activator. For those of you who have not, you don't have to get your back cracked. You don't have to get your neck cracked if you don't like that. I've been doing more of that lately, I will tell you. Actually, I'm trained. I practiced 6 years. My first 6 years in practice, I practiced that way. I've done Activator and instrument since '99, but I'm doing both deliveries based on what the patient can tolerate and their likes and wants. Right now, I'm showing you the Activator delivery. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's Paul's second adjustment. And again, stimulation of his spinal cord. We're going to go right up top over here to this area, right at the base of his neck, and then right all the way up at the top of his neck. Now, by doing that and adjusting, if you will, or stimulating the spinal cord in those areas, we just reset the brain centers in his body that govern the entire glandular system. The entire glandular system. So now what do we do in conclusion of that? Now I go back up top and I retouch the back of Paul's head where we found zone 1 was the most tender, and I'm expecting that this is going to feel a bit better for him. How does that feel now?
Good.
Okay. So that is confirmation that zone 1 is balanced. Come this way with me. I'm talking to my videographer. Just come this way with me for a little bit. This is impromptu, people. This is not scripted. So zone 1, just to give you an idea of what's going on. Come over here, please. Zone 1 has to do with concentration levels, relaxation levels, glands of the head. For men, it has to do with your prostate, memory, appetite, energy, skin. For women, female organs, uterus, hair, stomach, thyroid gland, the adrenal glands like we talked about, a person's temperament, their digestion, their reproductive glands, their sleep, their elimination, their kidneys, and their pelvis. I think I mentioned concentration already. Just to name a few of the things that are positively affected by a zone 1 or a DiLollo Method delivery of an adjustment. all of that stuff is benefited in a positive way. So that is the DiLollo method. If you haven't had it, there is a link to click for a gift certificate, coupon, whatever you want to call it, to get a complimentary session for the DiLollo method and find out what it's all about and see how you can be helped. Dr. Frank DiLollo.